Saints and Pelicans owner Tom Benson spoke at length on Tuesday for the first time regarding both his franchises as well as his bitter legal battle with family members. I'm Jim Baskell with the latest ESPN headlines, and that legal battle I referred to is with his daughter and grandchildren who challenged his mental competence after he announced plans to transfer ownership of his business empire to his wife of 10 years in the event of his death. We are joined on the phone by Mike Triplett, who covers the Saints for ESPN. And Mike, where are they right now with regards to that legal battle?
Well, it's being waged on a number of fronts. The most scathing accusation, I guess, was the mental competence, and he was ordered to undergo psychiatric testing by a panel of three physicians. That psychiatric testing has concluded, but the reports have not yet been filed to a judge, and they will be private. So that'll determine whether that part of the lawsuit has merit. And then there's a lot of other things, trust issues in both San Antonio, legal trust issues in both San Antonio and New Orleans as to whether or not he can even take the franchises out of trusts that were in their name. So they're waging a few different battles there that could go on for a little while.
So, Mike, on the field, he also referred to both his teams and saying he feels good about some of the moves the Saints have made. Mickey Loomis kind of changing the face of this franchise in a little bit of a way in terms of moving out playmakers like Kenny Stills and, of course, Jimmy Graham. How has that been received overall by the owner, the 87-year-old owner, Tom Benson?
Well, he reiterated that he's got a lot of trust in Mickey Loomis and Sean Payton, but Mickey Loomis, he's given a lot of autonomy. One of the guys who really has as much freedom from an owner as anyone in the league. And what was really interesting in his comments is he compared what the Saints are doing now a lot to 2006 when Sean Payton was first hired by Mickey Loomis and came in and made sweeping changes, the year they brought in Drew Brees, Reggie Bush, and a number of others. Obviously they don't need to make quite as drastic of a change as they did. They were on the heels of a 3-13 season and fired Jim Haslett that year. But that's kind of where this franchise feels they're at after a 7-9 season. They do not want to let this franchise kind of grow stale and old, and they felt like a lot of significant changes were needed this offseason. And
not rely so much on that fast break offense, if you will. Try to get that defense, which was at the bottom of the league, better in the coming seasons. Mike Triplett covers the New Orleans Saints for ESPN. Mike, thanks for the insight.
Thank you.
Again, Tom Benson speaks out about both his teams as well as his legal family battle in court. You can read more about this story right here on ESPN.com. With the latest ESPN headlines, I'm Jim Baskell.